Happening now, a reward is offered for information in a Cherry Creek shooting case. Plus, we take you to Cleveland, where the stage is set for tonight's first presidential debate.
Well, it's been a wet morning out there for some, and the rain is going to continue in spots. I'll tell you where next as the news at noon starts right now.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now. I'm Justin Gould. This just in, the Cattaraugus County Sheriff's Office says a missing 76-year-old Randolph man with dementia has been found safe in Pennsylvania. Byron Ashton first went missing at 2 a.m. today after he left a Jamestown Road location in his Ford Fusion. Ashton, who suffers with dementia, is believed to have been in need of medical attention. However, deputies say he was located safe this morning. A reward is now offered for information leading to an arrest in connection with a shooting in Cherry Creek last year. New York State Police say 53-year-old Nelson Noble was shot multiple times at his family farm on Route 83 on October 1st, 2019. Well, now, nearly a year later, Crime Stoppers Western New York is offering up to $2,500 for information that leads to the arrest or indictment of the person or persons responsible for shooting the family farmer. Noble was transported by Mercy Flight to Erie County Medical Center in guarded condition. Pine Valley Central School was also closed that day as a precautionary measure. Those with information in the case are asked to call 761-867-6161. We have more information posted now on WNYNewsNow.com. Well, for the first time, President Donald Trump and Democratic nominee Joe Biden will go face-to-face in a presidential debate tonight. Karen Kafa reports the debate will be split into 6 15-minute segments.
The stage set in Cleveland, the first presidential debate, with the potential to reshape the 2020 campaign yet again.
I am looking very forward to the debate.
This campaign isn't about just winning votes. It's about restoring the basic dignity in this country.
As some October surprises have arrived early, President Trump teeing up a frenzied Supreme Court nomination battle after the passing of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
I was very proud to nominate Judge Amy Coney Barrett to the United States Supreme Court.
The Biden campaign presenting a choice between the former vice president's working class roots in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and Trump's privileged life in Manhattan, and pointing to a New York Times report alleging Trump hasn't paid federal income taxes 10 out of 15 years, beginning in the year 2000.
You have in Donald Trump a president who spends his time thinking about how he can work his way out of paying taxes, of meeting the obligation that every other working person in this country meets.
The 90-minute debate, moderated by Chris Wallace of Fox News Sunday, will be divided into 6 segments: the economy, the Supreme Court, election integrity, Trump and Biden's records, recent racial tensions in America's cities, and of course, the pandemic, which has led to heightened precautions around the debate itself.
No one's going to get in that hall without a mask on. And they'll be tested prior.
Now, the size of the audience will also be limited compared to previous debates, with about 60 to 70 attending this one. Audience members will all undergo COVID testing and follow other health safety protocols. Also, there will not be a media spin room, as it's called. That's where campaigns typically send their supporters and representatives to make the case for their candidates post-debate. Now, on the stage, President Trump and Biden will not wear face masks. They will also forgo opening statements. Starting at 9 o'clock tonight, viewers can watch the debate live right here on WNY News Now's 24/7 streaming network, our mobile app, and Facebook page. Well, the village of Fredonia's water quality is improving. However, water customers will still have to boil their water in the foreseeable future. Officials announced yesterday that the boil water advisory, which has been in place since September 10th, will continue. Officials say they're working to make the water less cloudy and are now asking people to use less water as they try to solve the problem. An algae bloom in the village's reservoir, combined with lack of rain and warm temperatures, is blamed for increased turbidity at the water treatment plant. Now, since issuing the order, village workers have made several improvements to that plant, including replacing the filtration beds.
The contractors have changed their schedules and worked diligently and through the days and nights every day to get the media changed in three of the 4 beds up to right now. As well, we've done some work on our clear well, which included a lot of jackhammering and changing some concrete hatches, which I think might have some contributing factors to the turbidity.
Now, as of yesterday afternoon, there's no date set for when that boil water order will be lifted. Well, we thank you for joining us here for WNY News Now on this Tuesday as we all seem to await the rain. Let's check in with the comments and say hello to Lisa. Great to see you here. Good to see Michaela, Joseph, Denise, Christine as well. Dave, happy Tuesday to you. Thanks so much for tuning in and getting a check of Jamestown's best local news team. I might be a little biased there. Good to see Cindy, Dave, Joseph, Wendy. Happy Tuesday to you, and a happy Tuesday to David, who says he's right there with me, waiting on the rain. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter standing by with more on that. And Mr. Hunter, we haven't seen the green on your map like that in quite a while.
Yes, it's been a while since the radar's gone active. You know how long it's been? I forgot how to use the radar controls. I had to go through training all over again to learn how to use it because we haven't had rain in a while. There it is. Now, unfortunately, this rain actually did miss much of the western southern tier. But if you peek out to the west, the east, you can actually see the rain that moved through this morning. And we're still going to be expecting some rain on again, off again through the day today. It's not going to be a widespread deal or a total washout by that means. No rain downtown right now, 56 as the noon hour with a southwest wind at 10. The dew point has came down today, and the reason for that is after that cold front passage moved through, we're seeing less humid skies and also the less humid air and also a little bit of the rain. Around the region, 60 in Mayville, 60 Fredonia, 62 Dunkirk, 59 Harbor Creek, 57 Clymer, and 58 over in Randolph. So temperatures are much cooler than they were yesterday, and we're going to keep this fall air going pretty much throughout the next 7 to 10 days. We managed 76 yesterday, again 10 degrees above the normal to where we should have been for this date. But through the day today, lots of clouds around, spotty to scattered showers through the afternoon. The more numerous rain will be further out to the east and cooler, 56 to 64 with a southwest wind 8 to 16 miles per hour. The wind really kicks up tomorrow. The rain could pick up in intensity as well later this week. And then, yeah, sweatpants weather is here. I'll tell you about it in a few. Justin?
All right, Dakota, thank you. Those looking to get inked up here in downtown Jamestown now have the go-ahead from City Council. During last night's voting session, the lawmaking body passed a resolution changing a city ordinance that prohibited body art facilities from operating downtown. Now, the former code only allowed tattoo parlors to open for business in service and highway commercial zoned areas of the city. City leaders also approved a proposed parking ticket amnesty program where, during the month of October, people with parking violations can bring a donation to waive penalties of the ticket. Well, in sports, Buffalo Bills fans may soon be able to once again attend home games in person. Officials with the Erie County government say they are in talks with New York State and the team on if and when fans can be brought back. Now, Bills head coach Sean McDermott says after being on the road in Miami over the weekend, which had fans in the stadium, he noticed how different the experience was during Sunday's game against the Bills here in Buffalo.
There's a marked difference. And then I've just watched some games where there's been some fans, and I think, again, even though those numbers are smaller compared to what we're used to, that there is a noticeable difference in the stadium and in the environment, the atmosphere.
Now, if fans are welcomed back, seats would be offered to season ticket holders first. Fans will also have to arrive at a certain gate and certain time. That way everyone doesn't enter the stadium all at once. The county is looking to have the stadium at 10% capacity, which will be a little more than 7,000 fans. Fans are hoping they'll be allowed in the stadium at the next home game on October 15th, which is a Thursday night primetime game against the reigning Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, coming up next, why Falconer School is going back to remote learning for some students. And later, we take a moment to celebrate National Coffee Day as WNY News Now rolls along.
With coverage that matters. This is WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Want weather now? Download the WNY News Now mobile app and stay up to date on severe weather alerts. Plus, anytime hazardous weather strikes, stick with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network that keeps you safe. You're all in a tornado warning, so now is the time to go to a safe place, small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. What are you waiting for? Download the WNY News Now mobile app today. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. Testicular cancer is the leading form of cancer in men aged 15 to 35.
1 in 250 men will be diagnosed with testicular cancer.
But 98% will survive if detected early.
As a survivor, I believe early detection is the key. Learn how to do a testicular self-exam and other important facts about testicular cancer at oneball4tc.com.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
A 24-year-old Jamestown woman has pled guilty to maintaining a drug-involved premises in connection with a 2019 drug case. The U.S. Attorney's Office says Logan Morrison Samples entered that plea yesterday. Samples was arrested in April 2019 after the Jamestown Metro Drug Task Force raided her Partridge Street residence. Now, inside that house, investigators allegedly recovered methamphetamine and other narcotics, including a small amount of cocaine and marijuana. In addition, police say they found a 12-gauge shotgun and a pink stun gun there. Months later, in September 2019, police executed another warrant at a new residence. Samples shared with co-defendant Jacob Comida. Inside that location, police say they found more than $3,000 in cash, methamphetamine, and various drug paraphernalia. Sentencing for Samples is scheduled for January 28th. Well, the Falconer Central School District has elected to move to complete online instruction through October 13th for grades 3 through 6 after another student tested positive for COVID-19 at Fenner Elementary School, the third positive case in the district. In a statement to the community, school officials say the student who tested positive was last in school on Wednesday and since has been isolated. Now, previously last Friday, the district reported 2 students had tested positive for the virus, one at the elementary school and the other at Falconer's middle school. Officials also remind parents to continue to monitor their kids for symptoms and have them stay home if they're sick. Well, now a rapid test for coronavirus is about to hit the states. So how does it work, and will we even be able to get one? Camila Burnell has the latest from the White House for us.
150 million rapid COVID-19 tests are now set to be deployed to all 50 states.
This does not require any kind of machine. It's very rapid, and this is not one of those deep swab things that people are reluctant to use.
It almost could not be easier. It starts with 6 drops of liquid onto this piece of paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the test, twist it 3 times, the adhesive is pulled off, and you wait 15 minutes. And that is the test.
President Trump saying 50 million tests will be sent to communities hit hardest by the pandemic.
18 million for nursing homes, 15 million for assisted living facilities, 10 million for home health and hospice care agencies, and nearly 1 million for historically black colleges and universities, and also tribal nation colleges.
But critics say this is only a small step forward.
It's probably not enough. We need a lot more.
I would rather see 150 million a day, not a month. We need to be close to a time when everybody in America can have a rapid test for free from the government to test their family.
At the White House, I'm Camila Bernal reporting.
Camila, thank you. Here locally, drive-through testing is taking place this week in Mayville. For more on how you can register for that, visit WNYNewsNow.com. Well, today is National Coffee Day, and American restaurants are getting kicked up to celebrate. Dunkin' is giving out a free iced or cold coffee with a purchase today and offering a chance to win a care package. Meanwhile, Starbucks has 5 days of freebies in store for its reward members. Be sure to check with your local favorite coffee spot for other options. Now, of course, coffee is far older than those chains that serve it. Monks in Yemen brewed it in the 15th century, and seeds were smuggled from the Middle East back in 1690. Well, today, Brazil is the world's top coffee producer, while more than 50 countries grow the beans. Certainly something that we can all get behind on, and for me, I don't know if I could start my day without my burning bean juice. Let us know what you think about it in the comments below. Good to see Greg, Michael, Jason, Terry, and Cindy. Hopefully you're all having a great day. Great to see Scott as well, and Angie. Thanks so much for tuning in. Dakota, do you burn the beans, or are you not a big coffee fan?
I so badly wanted to say something else, but I'm not going to because it's going to get me in trouble. But no, I mean, you know, what's really weird is I don't really like coffee. I like, I like ice caps.
Yeah.
But I do not like coffee. So.
But still, you have a little bit of the coffee in there. I guess you just don't like the traditional, like, give it to me with some cream and sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. I just more prefer ice caps,
Yeah. I love my coffee in the I don't have a ton of it. Like I have our Keurig measures how much, so I can tell you I drink 9 ounces.
Oh, so
like
you're
a
fancy.
Day.
You have one of those Keurig
Yeah,
machines.
and it adjusts you have a little knob that adjusts how much you want, and then one cup will produce. Oh yeah.
Justin is posh.
Posh.
Yes, that's a British word, by the way. Posh.
What does it mean? I don't.
Fancy.
I've never heard that.
That's what it means. Fancy.
That's what I'm posh.
Yes, you're posh.
I drink with my pinky up.
There you go. Anyway, let's take a look at weather. And hey, this is going to be a September to remember here. Take a look at these high temperatures over the past 7 days here. And you can say goodbye to the 70s. They are long gone here. Temperatures are going to be going down from here. And, this Thursday starts October, so let's kind of talk about this, where we're going over the next 5 days. Temperatures are going to go down into the 50s once again, so if you like the fall time air, you're going to love this. And of course, since we're talking about October, let's talk about snow. So we have had snow in October before. The snowiest October ever since 1920 was the winter of 1926, where we had 10 inches of snow, and in 1997, most recently, we had 4.1 inches of snow in October. Will it snow this October? I don't know. Nobody knows. We'll find out as we go down the road here. So satellite and radar, you see that stalled front that is located just to our east, and that front is basically the combination of the warm air coming in from the east and the cold air coming in from the west as association with that cold front passage. And after that frontal passage, we are dropping the temperatures and the humidity as well. This is what's left of the rain across the region right now, just out near Wellsville in Allegheny County. That's it. Nothing nothing across the western counties right now, but notice how FutureScan does spark up more showers through the afternoon. Now I do think this is overdone a little bit. I don't think we're going to see as widespread coverage as what's depicted here, but there will be more widespread coverage tonight going into tomorrow, and then tomorrow on again, off again type of showers through the day. So obviously the bus stop forecast, you will need the hoodies for tomorrow. I would not recommend the umbrellas because the wind comes up as well out of the southwest. Zone forecast, the Lake Erie shoreline today, this is going to be the warmer spot, likely mid to upper mid 60s here. Showers, but not all day rain. The inland areas here, temperatures maybe upper 50s will do it, especially in the colder pockets, and a better chance for rain showers there. How about the future? It's coming up on the screen right now. 60 tomorrow, and again, the wind comes up in the afternoon as well. Wind gusts possibly 30 to 35 miles per hour. We start October seasonable, 57 with rain, and we're back down into the chilly stuff. We're going to struggle to hit the lower 50s on Saturday. Some model guidance keeps us in the upper 40s. We'll see where we go with that for high temperatures, and by Monday, just a few scattered showers on Monday. We'll take a break and be right back.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
There's an old saying, there's no news in the newsroom. Well, it's true. The time I spend at the anchor desk is just part of my day. Most of our time is spent gathering stories in the community, stories that matter to you. We can't do it alone, and we need your help. When you see breaking news or have a news tip we should know about, drop us a line on Facebook today, email our news desk, or call our newsroom at 488-7226 so we can bring those stories straight back to you.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
Move over.
When you see signs,
Lights.
Vests.
please give us some room.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over. When you need help,
It's our job
To help you.
to save you.
despite the danger.
This danger.
This danger is real.
Do your part.
Please
Slow down. Slow down. And move over.
move over.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Not tomorrow, but right now on the WNY News Now mobile app. Follow local news as it happens.
The mother of a special education student at Maple Grove High School is speaking out.
And stay informed with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network.
And Lake Erie is covered in less than 1% of ice as this winter season has entered its peak.
Download the WNY News Now app right now. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
Hey, welcome back. A popular Microsoft program is back online after a significant outage yesterday. People could not log into several Microsoft services for much of the day, including its Outlook and Office programs, along with Microsoft Teams and Team Live events. Now, at first, the tech company blamed the outage to a recent change in the platform, but the problem still existed after they rolled back the change. Well, by last night, their services appeared to be mostly restored. A spokesperson for the company says that they do not believe the outage was the result of a hacker. Well, despite a recent uptick in air travel, passenger volume does remain down to about 70% from last year. That according to the Airline Organization of America. And this week, things could get even worse for the industry, as our Mandy Gaither explains.
When the federal government bailed out the airline industry earlier this year, it barred layoffs, involuntary furloughs, and pay cuts for employees. But those restrictions expire October 1st.
This clock has been ticking all summer long.
Airlines for America CEO Nick Callio says if airlines don't get more money, it'll not only be detrimental for airline employees, but will also hurt passengers.
There's going to be significant reductions in service. You've already seen a lot of that, but it doesn't affect just small communities. It's small, medium, and large-sized communities. Harder to get flights, harder to go.
CEOs and union leaders joined together last week to plead with Congress for another $28 billion in federal help for the airline industry, saying that 100,000 good-paying airline jobs will be lost this week, including 19,000 furloughs from American Airlines.
I just can't believe that we may not be able to do the right thing simply because our elected officials can't come to any sort of compromise agreement. We're better than that.
Airline officials insist that last-minute help from Congress could still keep those job cuts from taking place. For Consumer Watch, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Mandy, thank you. United Airlines has agreed to not furlough any of their pilots until at least next June, that according to a union email. Originally, United had planned to furlough more than 28,000 of its 13,000 pilots when the CARES Act pandemic payroll support expires. The company still plans to go ahead with roughly 12,000 of those furloughs. Well, pandemic lockdowns have given many people the time to binge watch hours of streaming, but not the ability to do so with friends. So now Disney is looking to change that. Disney Plus debuted today a new social feature called Group Watch. It lets up to 7 people watch together in a synced playback experience available across web, mobile, connected TV devices, and smart TVs. And that gives them the ability to share in real-time reaction. Well, to use the service, all subscribers have to do is select a title to watch and press the Group Watch icon on the page. The leader then sends out an invite to up to 6 other subscribers, which then plays the content simultaneously for everyone. Well, Hulu, Disney Plus's sister streaming service, also has tested its own ability, which viewers can virtually watch and chat about content with others remotely. Certainly interesting, and streaming has really changed the world and changed our programming too, as Dakota and I can certainly attest to it. People are connected in so many ways, Dakota, and I think now, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, being able to chat with people around the world is amazing, and being able to connect in that sense. I've watched programs via Skype before, where we would Skype and then watch something, and it doesn't beat having, say, your family over for a movie in person, but it's good.
Right.
Nevertheless.
Well, I mean, you know, that feature actually is sort of like Plex on steroids, because if you have a media server via Plex, what it does is it basically allows you to share your media library with people over the internet, with people that you know, you select.
Photos, videos, things like that. Yeah.
And so, you know, that's what Plex is. So that kind of is sort of like Plex taken to the next level.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of, I guess, I don't have Disney Plus. I have too many subscriptions as it is. And, you know, I think that's a problem, because kind of on the same topic, but, you know, I think streaming is the future of TV. I think we all know that.
Right.
And I think
That's
the whole
what we do
industry
here
knows
every
that.
day.
Right. But I think at the same time, there's too many services. It's all about the money, honestly. It's like all the services, like all the major networks, they're like, no, we can't have our shows on Netflix or whatever. We have to have our own streaming service so we can get a cut of the piece.
And that almost goes back to the whole thing
pie.
where, you know, my parents are in the process of cutting the cord. They're done with Spectrum now, and I've cut the cord since I moved out of their house. I just subscribe to various online things. You know, you can AT&T TV, you can watch regular TV, things like that. And now it's almost like they're at a point where they're subscribing to a bunch of things, and the price is the same thing as if they had cable. It's the same price. And they're like, what do? We wanted to cut the cord to cut costs, but now we're paying the same for what we have.
Now it's like, you know, in a way, even if, you know, a network agrees to have their shows that they own the rights to on another thing, like, you know, AT&T TV or Sling, you're still going to have a carriage dispute.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, you know, you have to pay us exorbitant amounts of money and all that stuff, and they yank it off the platform. So I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a full circle.
It is.
We're never
It
gonna
is, and
end.
it's crazy to think about how much full circle it really has come for so many people. So we thank you for maybe cutting the cord and tuning to us for your local news. We appreciate it. Good to see Emily.
At least we don't charge you for it.
Yeah, we don't charge you a dime.
At least not yet.
You know what though? We've actually at the very beginning of doing the news, we talked about, you know, how do we best serve people in the community, and that's one thing is, you know, information, in our opinion, should be free. And, you know, we have community supporters and advertisers who gratefully help us with paying the bills by sharing their message to so many people. And it's such a debate. It's like, pay for it, not pay for it. I think the two are going to be fighting it out for quite some time.
For a century, too.
Yeah, certainly. All right, Dakota. That's going to do it for us today. Of course, news continues 24/7 on that free mobile app. All you got to do is search WNY News Now in the Apple App Store, Google Play Store. We're back tomorrow. See you then.